Come on. Throw gang. We are joined by the half-zip head honcho, Lauren Schlossman, and myself, the big wig of the Western, James Harris. Welcome to Weekly Running of the Boys, the lads, with today's full episode only available on
www.throwingfits.com. I get that reference because you explained it to me beforehand. I got it.
It's another beautiful day in a Bayfar. Just kidding. It's a shitty day in New York City.
Trash.
Hence the half-zip because it's cold. Before we get into tennis going full streetwear, hitting the Paige DeSorbo brand activation.
Daphne.
And a new favorite TikTok guy.
Okay.
Come on.
That guy.
Let's get into a fit check.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's get into some housekeeping.
Yeah.
Still on island time.
Oh, we want to thank all you guys for copping pod shorts for a good cause.
Yes. The Immigrant Defenders Law Center, a next generation social justice law firm. Is that right, Lawrence?
I believe that's the Instagram bio.
That's what you copied and pasted, and then there's a typo.
There was a typo?
They're not a next generation nonprofit. What is that?
Oh,
it's a nonprofit.
Well, it's from their about page. So
okay.
Okay, so not their Instagram bio, their about page. Wait, there was a typo, or you? So did I spell something wrong, or you thought I just made that up?
Oh, I thought you copy pasted their IG bio, but you copy pasted their about page. So a next generation social justice law firm.
To be clear,
what is that?
To be clear, well, who knows? But to be clear, I didn't want to misrepresent where the proceeds were going that you guys so kindly got behind. That's my
shout
point.
Out to the Immigrant Defenders Law Center for this generation.
No human is illegal.
This generation and the next.
Yeah.
That was a poster on my college advisor's office wall.
And it still rings true to this day. If anything, now more so than ever.
Yeah, it's an absolute fact. Abolish ICE. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys for supporting.
Yeah, we appreciate that, guys.
As soon as this Shopify payout hits, that will be headed straight to IMDEF.
Yeah.
Another thing to mark down on the calendars besides, throwing something at the police. Put down your Google calendar.
You need an alert to
you need calendar alerts for everything.
I really do.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay, we are doing a live pod this Saturday, June 21st at ThriftCon in the Brooklyn Navy Yard with special guest, the Queen of Vintage, Emma Rogue, the homie. She came on a while ago. Ever since then, she has just fucking launched into the thrifting vintage and media stratosphere.
She is a huge brand. I mean, Rogue as a entity is massive, as your buddy in Ibiza would say.
We're partnering up with Adidas. They'll be having some activations and a presence at ThriftCon.
Yeah.
So get your tickets now. And yeah, the boys will be fucking getting active, copping t-shirts by the kilo.
We'll be in the building
on our Pusha T shit.
Yeah. I can't. That's not a corporate expense. If I see like a really cool vintage rock tee, can I?
No, I don't think so. No.
Damn. All right. I tried to try.
And then if you can't make it, the episode will be going live next week when you and I are at the tail end of Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah,
hopefully that goes smoothly.
We'll be getting out of fucking Gay Paris like it's Dodge, dude.
Yeah. Yo, Gay Paris during Pride, hell yeah.
Yeah, but if you are local, come pull up on us, spend a wonderful Saturday.
Or not local, fly in.
I mean, sure, I guess so, absolutely. Set a calendar alert. But yeah, come pull up on us at the Brooklyn Navy Yard and let's fucking look at some vintage. Let's buy some vintage and let's talk about vintage, baby.
Let's get active. All right, Lawrence, let's get into a fit check.
Okay. It is a shitty day in New York. Yo, you know what? I saw a crazy stat. In New York, it's rained at some point for the past 36 weekends. Did you know that?
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking miserable. Today is one of those.
How was this past weekend? Shitty? Rainy?
Yeah, Saturday was absolute ass. Sunday was total ass.
Damn.
Yeah. Sucks.
You should have been in Jamaica.
I was
fucking idiot.
I was toasting red stripes in New Jersey for Father's Day on Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's beautiful New Jersey. Okay. Shitty day.
Does your father have any Jamaican in him?
No. Does yours?
No.
I wish.
Yeah.
I would be so much cooler if I could,
Just you could say the Jamaican accent.
No, I mean I would do it either way. I'm just saying it would be cooler if I wasn't being maybe ironically racist, I guess.
Yo, my Unk shoes, my Martine Rose Unk shoes were a fucking smash hit.
Yeah, how did they hold up
with the locals?
Did you wear them to the beach?
I wore them to the beach. I wore them on day one and then had to stop wearing them because they cut up my feet so bad.
How? They're mules.
And
the
they're
tops, flapjacks.
The tops of my feet.
Oh,
they're still stretching them out. I was wearing them with no socks. I got high pointy ridges.
Okay.
So
one and done.
No. I mean, I was wearing them to I think I wore them to dinner and then like had to like change before going out like a woman. But hopefully break them in time for Paris.
You know what you need is some slouch socks, dude. Then you'll have that fucking layer of protection. You'd be good to go. Just a thought. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I was fucking raw dogging them with the dogs. Anyway,
my dogs are ensconced in the Row eel loafers. The socks are Manresa. The jeans are Emporio Armani Our Legacy Selvage Denim.
Wow, you bought those?
Yep. They have never been worn. This is the maiden voyage. They are, I mean, these jeans came straight.
Stand up. Give us a twirl, sweetie.
That's what the picture's
Let me see. I want to see.
Okay. All right.
Damn, they got the whiskers. They got the distress. Yeah, those are jeans. Those are jeans.
These are absolutely
Did
jeans.
you wear those jeans to jeans?
No, I did not wear the jeans to Jake Wolf's birthday dinner. Thank you for asking.
I didn't know it was Jake Wolf's birthday dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that you were jeans because someone's like, yo, I saw Lawrence at jeans.
Who?
I'm not telling you.
It's not someone I know?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was like Ash or someone then.
No.
Okay,
Why would they say that to me?
I don't know. Why did this person say it to you?
Because they're like, yo, I saw Lawrence at jeans. LOL. I'm like, oh.
I will say this.
I thought you were clubbing.
I know. No, I was at the restaurant. I know the club. You know, the reason we didn't club is the club opened at 1 a.m. So we're like, okay, we're not.
And you're with wifey.
Yes. I'll say this about jeans because I know it's like a club restaurant. Even though club restaurants are having a moment, I'm always really blown away at how good the food is.
The food
there.
is good.
It's really fucking good. I got the French dip. It was fucking phenomenal. When I saw Ash, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but he was like, happy that you could make it to Gay Hillstone, I think is what he called jeans.
All right.
Gay Hillstone was fantastic. And shout out to whoever is your friend and not mine that saw me. Okay.
You don't have friends that aren't your friends, right?
Most of them, I would say, honestly. So yeah, not shocking.
It was just a Larry spotting. That's all.
I just wanted to get the qualifier out there. Okay. The socks are I said that. What did I do? I'm at jeans.
You did the jeans.
Okay. The pleaser or the beat or whatever is, that's a Palace CK1 joint. The, quarter zip, half zip, full zip. Hey, whatever you want to call it, because of this shitty day. This is Mountain Hardware. The hat is the Aries Archive Rizzoli like merch hat, I guess, that came with the book that came out. I always forget. I mean, I really like the hat. Shout out our friends at Aries. Shout out Andy. I forget when you wear a hat that just is a zodiac sign, even though it's like a brand and the R is the Rizzoli logo. People are going to be like, oh, are you an Aries? And that happened to me at the Todd Snyder Sperry dinner. The photographer's like, oh, you an Aries? And I'm like, I actually am. So
actually, bro, it's a 20-year-old streetwear brand.
Well, no, I didn't say that. It is extra embarrassing, I guess, as an Aries myself. Whereas, like, if I was a Gemini or a Scorpio, it would be less bad. I'd be like, oh, no, it's a brand.
Like, but I have to say, it's like wearing a T-shirt, you know, the band tee, the star tee to the supernova,
or like wearing your own face on a T-shirt to your birthday party.
So you did that, you realized that, and then you wore it to the podcast.
Oh, I really like it. I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, no one's gonna. I'm just gonna out myself now. You know, I don't need someone to come at me. Shout out fucking Sailor. It was good.
We'll talk about it.
I enjoyed my meal. Oh, we will. Okay. What else do I have? I have Thistle sunglasses. The underwear are Supreme Hanes, the latest collaborator with Yonex. I believe we'll talk about that as well. The Zin are Cool Frost Slim. The Hydro Flask has Lower East Side's finest. It's the Euro. Here, you want to give these a sniff? I know you like to little smell.
Oh, it's Cool Frost. Yeah. Delicious.
Yeah. The slim means that they're slimmer, longer, and wetter. Pause.
What?
Yeah, it's like
they're just like ergonomic for your lip.
It's a different style than like the dry ass USA chodes that they sell. Hence all the Swedish all around it, which I believe we've talked about before on the show. But that's my fit check, bro. What did you wear today?
On the feet, I wore Playground. What are we calling these? What is this?
This is this is a mock toe. It's a mock toe hiking
zip
boot, kind of like a hybrid
with the quick zip, whatever release shit.
Yeah,
you know what the fuck going on.
Good ASMR.
The socks, I don't know. The trousers are MF Pen. Shout out the Great Dane, Sigurd.
Yes,
and Hugo and the whole squad. The shirt is you're wearing a Carter zip. I'm wearing a Carter Young Western.
Nice.
Cop this off the Trebian spring summer sale. A lot of fucking heat on there.
Yeah.
A lot of goodies.
Not to be missed. I mean, I know the Essence sale has been memed to death for good reason, but Trebian always has a tasty little sales section.
Sleepers.
This is like a fancy dressed up Western. I have a similar one in like a banker stripe, but it's a banger.
Oh, I have one. I had one before you did. This is Maiden Voyage as well. It's got a little wrinkly, but maybe I can steam these out before Paris. Yo, it's gonna be hot as fuck.
Yeah, dude. Do we have to like go through fucking shared Johns before that trip?
Well, do you have this?
No, but it just makes me think of like other things that we do have doubles.
Well, we will be sharing an Airbnb with the two of us and your wife. So maybe she can like mediate or like, kind of like.
No, I just mean like ahead of time.
She can make a spreadsheet of shared Johns. Actually, that feels like something she would do or she could do, right? To earn her keep in the house.
Absolutely. Also, like. It's like would we do like if we were going to do a draft, should it be like a fantasy snake draft where it's like, all right, first pick, then I get picks 2 and 3 for like,
shit. Yeah. He spent his whole budget on cameos.
Yeah, right. Exactly, dude. Well, it wouldn't be, I guess it's a keeper league. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. We like sports.
This is Secondhand Sterling, I think is the brand. I know Max found it and put it in this week's dumper, the week dumper that came out yesterday. This is Jill Sonder. The Sunnies are Arlegace Portanger.
Oh, is that the official pronunciation?
I don't know. What is it? Portanger?
Well, when I was
Portanger? It's Tanger.
I went through like 5 options the other week. I didn't know if this you like knew and were kind of.
It's Portanger.
Portanger.
No, I'm kidding.
Yo, I like your Portangers, brother.
Yeah,
good shit.
Yo, girl, let me hit some of that Poontanger.
Is that the Raven?
It's the same. It's the ones I asked for, and then you were saying, yeah, can I have those too?
In Tortoise.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Oh shit! That's one where it's like
I don't know if they're worth their money because I got them for free, so I'm not going to necessarily say that. I'm like, you're fraudulent ass.
No, it's not being fraudulent. It's like, don't they feel really good though?
Yeah, really like them.
Yeah. So
and the issue with they're kind of doing it now. The issue with these like wraparound speed shades that a lot of ones that I have is they fog up. They kind of create this like seal. Maybe just the fucked up way my face is shaped.
Maybe, dude.
Probably, but
it's your bone structure.
It's my mongoloid facial structure.
You said it. That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say.
I did say it.
You think you have that kind of Mongol? You have Mongol physical traits?
I don't think anyone has. What are you talking about? You look at people and you're like, oh yeah, that's the.
No, I'm not.
That's a craniology. You know what the other ones are, right? There's Mongoloid, which I can say.
Caucasoid.
What?
Caucasoid.
What? Caucasoid?
I'm a Portanger Caucasoid, brother.
And the other one, neither of us is going to say. The third classification. Look it up, folks. Look it up.
Not even aware, dude.
Don't chat GPT that one. Chat GPT will fucking convince you to commit suicide. Have you seen this shit?
Yeah, dude.
Wild.
I mean, do you read the whole thing in the Times? Like chat GPT is just like the new thing that it's just destroying relationship. I guess it was like Trump and QAnon and now it's fucking chat GPT, dude.
It's like, yo, the simulation is real, dog.
Well, I mean, the craziest one is the woman in the Times that's in the relationship with chat GPT.
I think the crazier one is the one where this guy was like, if I jumped off the building and I truly and utterly believed I could fly, would I fly? And ChatGPT goes, yes. If you wholly and fully believe that the concept of falling can't even exist because of the architectural system we are in right now, you will not fall.
So that's like, should I jump? And then ChatGPT says, do a flip.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, dude. Fuck, bro. Do a flip.
That'll be 1 liter of water. Secondhand Sterling. Oh, just Portanger, our legacy workshop. Sipping on Topo Chico twist of ass and a clean canteen of Lower Side's finest.
You hate the lime.
I hate the lime, but we got to drink it.
We don't got to. Is there some normals somewhere?
Look, we have 7 cases of. We have 7. What is that? Is that twisted grapefruit?
I believe so. I believe that's grapefruit.
Damn, bro.
That's probably nice, dude. Grapefruit?
Yeah, for sure. Actually,
yeah, no doubt. We should put some of those in the fridge.
Twist of booty with the bubbles. But it's because we have regular Topo Chico underneath the twist of lime, so we got to get through the twist of lime to get to the Regos.
And to be clear, shout out all our friends at Topo Chico for the free delicious beverages.
Keep it to the Reggie shit. I'm sick and tired of this twist of fucking taint, bro.
Yeah, dude. For every fucking twist of ass by a company we don't need to say, we could just use ChatGPT for a question instead.
Huh?
Isn't it like a liter? Like how much water is do a ChatGPT prompt?
Oh, no wonder the water was low at Rock House.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Fit check, drink check complete. Yo, shout out everyone that gobbled up the John C. Reilly podcast, whether in podcast form or the several million of you that watched it in TikTok and IG Reels form.
Gobbled it up like guacamole, dude.
And maybe a few 100,000 on Twitter or
Yeah.
X. I don't know how that shit works anymore, but I still love it. It's the best.
Yeah,
X.
I mean, the For You page
Number one.
on Twitter is undefeated. I mean, if you want to see fucking crazy shit.
X, TikTok, Reddit, porn, IG.
Damn.
That's the
IG
ranking right
bringing up the fucking rear like TP.
Yeah.
Why? There's not enough porn for you?
On IG?
Yeah.
Same shit, bro. Everything just it's too much shit.
You don't
Everything's
want
either the same or it's like suggested for you, and it's like, but like, why? I didn't want to see any golf content. I
Right.
didn't want to see any fucking pickleball shit or like I don't know, traveling through Italy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, at least on IG, you can see stuff from people you know a little bit, whereas those other
but barely now. Barely.
Yeah, but on those other platforms we're talking about, like, it's just shit being fed to you of the shit that you've never seen before. I guess you want to discover, or do you want to keep up with the people you know?
Do I want to see
it's a personal choice.
Lebanese ravers going crazy to that saxophonist while fucking the Iron Dome is being violated? Apparently, because that's what it's showing me.
Yep.
Shout out Caitlyn Jenner. Stay safe.
She's out. She's in Jordan. She went through Jordan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's out.
Oh,
I double checked before we got into our war report.
Okay. But the John C. Reilly podcast went fucking dummy. And the publicist actually, I don't think she's listening. She told me, she's like, why? She texted me like over the weekend. She's like, why am I hearing more about his Throwing Fits podcast episode than I am about his like glowing profile in the New York Times?
Yep.
I was like, honey, first of all, that's New York Slimes. Second, fuck the failing gray lady.
When you get slimed outside of Port Authority.
Yeah.
When you get slimed outside of Muji, dude.
Yeah. Fuck the failing New York Times.
No.
For that.
I would like another. I would like a glowing profile on Throwing Fits at some point again.
Oh, where you're quoted?
I would love to be. Yeah, the glowing means that I'm quoted at least.
Well, I don't
once.
think they listen to the podcast because they fucking failed to endorse Zoran.
Dude.
They failed to endorse anybody. You saw that?
Yep. Are you, a shocker? Not really,
No, not at all. Not what the fuck. Because
I'm just being sarcastic, but yeah.
You know what I mean?
The JCR pod. Are we calling him JCR? Zach?
No, let's not do that.
The John C.
That's
Reilly
stupid.
pod. When I was at Sailor for the Todd Snyder Sperry dinner, that is all anybody wanted to talk to me about, especially Todd too. I think that a lot of people.
What was like the main question you got?
Well, a lot of people were just like bigging up the get and then the content itself. I think the clips going fucking viral, going fucking nuclear
Zuby.
like Iran proved
Not yet.
presumably proved that the content in the whole pod was fantastic. But yeah, Todd wanted to talk about the fit, dude. And I was like, yo, holler at him. Maybe he wants some fucking Todd Snyder, dude. He's clearly a fucking like, menswear, workwear guy. I'm like, you make that stuff. Why don't
I
you
feel
get
like Todd Snyder is too big for him.
Getting while the getting is good.
Too like, kind of normie or mainstream for him.
Well, the Bronson MFG stuff that he was wearing when I put it in the rec center, I was surprised, or when I was, doing it with Max, I was surprised how cheap that shit is. You get that full fucking suit. If you like how JCR looked, that full thing is like $300 all in.
Wait, was that ready to wear though?
Yeah, it's just literally.
I thought that shit was custom.
Nah, dude, you could literally buy the whole fucking 3-piece suit right off the fucking Bronson MFG site. You can go fucking full Wabash, dude.
Wait, what am I looking up for this shit?
What do you
Jackets and coats? I'm on the Bronson.
I thought you could just go to the rec center and go to the Johnson
railway work coat. But he had it as a suit, no?
Yeah, they sell the pants, the jacket, and the vest all as separates, and you can buy all three again for like seemingly very cheap.
Yeah.
And it's clearly well made. John C. Reilly and his fucking, train robbing ass wouldn't endorse anything less. But yeah, people, I think, were surprised that he, it's one thing for people to be like, damn, the personal style takes are next level. I get that. Like he has never really spoken about that, I think, in any other context, which is why we're the only podcast that matters. But in terms of like, again, all the articles and shit written about in the past, you would maybe assume that he was a Fitzman. And I think that he still surprised a lot of people that he had that motherfucking shit on.
Well, I was a little like, hey guys, like we like co-sign this take like every single week, right?
Like, can we go viral? Just us? Do we need an Oscar winner sitting, on the desk to have the love? And apparently, yeah, we do.
One thing I want to say, I don't know if we said this in the afters, but that is a mountain of a man.
Yeah, no, we did. We definitely did.
When I dapped him up, my fucking forearm disappeared in his giant bear paw.
He's fucking huge.
He's huge.
He should have been a fucking offensive lineman, bro. It's fucking massive.
His head is the size of your torso.
Easily.
He's a fucking Easter Island ass motherfucker.
He literally has an Easter Island sized dome.
Yeah. And
he's got the Iron Dome, bro.
Yeah. And before this, I mean, I don't know if this is okay. I think a lot of his takes were also very refreshing because he is relatively unplugged, right? He didn't really have, or he doesn't have social media.
Completely unplugged.
Until, and obviously it's not necessarily him.
No, I think in the bio it says run by team.
Yeah,
the agency that
they
runs
launched the real John C. Reilly, I believe, probably just to help support the junket, the junket that he was doing up for his let's not forget, folks. Let's stream the album. Let's get those numbers up. Wayne's Crooney, how he's got the Man's United.
Hit up Mr. Romantic on wherever you get your fucking streams.
It's nice, like morning listening.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like the classic American, song catalog.
He's really fucking talented. I mean, again, not a shocker. Unlike the New York Times, an actual shocker.
But now that he's on social media, do you think it's gonna just rot the fuck out of his brain immediately? He's like, I gotta catch up on 10 years of bullshit.
No,
he's hitting the fucking nay.
Yeah, maybe, dude. Who knows what he's doing? The stanky leg.
He's like, ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, which was coming back. But what do they call it? No, I swear to God, was it?
You're thinking of in overcompensating.
No.
When they do the paint challenge.
No. I thought there was actually the ice bucket challenge actually came back. Maybe I'm making this. I could have sworn I saw some ice buckets.
We're gonna see John C. Reilly. He has giant fucking horse veneers. He's got come on, lads.
He's got to see that guy, whatever that guy's name is. I guess we'll find out later.
His name is 27J Kerr. We're going to talk about him later.
No, I think that we definitely...
He's going to be like, Jesus Christ, I just saw fucking, Russian soldiers droned to death and
he just learned
so many beheadings. I just saw my first beheading.
He just learned about the fucking
You guys know about Bonnie Blue?
This bitch fucked 1,000 fucking guys.
Wait, let's go to the timeline takeovers. Oh, we got to add war to the...
Oh, World War III?
Yeah.
I think that while it's obviously... Throwing Fits is not responsible for getting John C. Reilly, the man on Instagram. I do think that the juice.
You guys heard about this Diddy character?
This guy's bad news. He almost seemingly can't stop, won't stop. We gotta lock him up, bro.
Hold on, Luka Doncic to the Lakers?
Yeah, right. No, I think that the way that we do it with every guest, where we hey, listen, we're gonna hit you with the collab. We'd love for you to get on to get on board. That's up to your discretion. Naturally, we're just happy to have the people on our show. I think that seemingly moved his team. It seemed like over the line. I want to take credit. He was doing a lot of stuff. He obviously did Isaac Likes. We talked about that. Thank you, Isaac, for shouting out for letting everyone know whose chairs those were.
Yeah, and also for the letting everyone know how terrible the audio is in our studio if you don't have working microphones.
That was a personal problem.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're just talking like this,
oh, dude,
it's pretty echoey.
Yeah, this is not a good podcast. I don't know if you guys can if this is picking up right now. This is not.
It's not. It's
okay,
not. We can move
on. Yeah, I think that it seemed like we were maybe the first of a few dominoes to fall that got. And because here's the thing, you have a Mr. Romantic Instagram account. That's great. We love Mr. Romantic for sure. But John C. Reilly is doing a lot of other interesting stuff. This man is a fucking living legend. Like I said, Oscar nominated. Now, that's an account to follow to keep up with everyone's favorite stepbrother.
Did it disappoint you that the one clip that didn't go Zoovie was him talking about Paul Thomas Anderson?
No, because...
movie stuff's important too.
I don't think I've ever...
Shut up. Serial train robberies only.
Shut up, bitch. I don't think that I sound like that or ever actually complained in that tone. We gotta
save Hollywood by seeing the movies in theaters, guys.
My thing with that is whether or not that clip goes viral, that storytelling from our wonderful guest is still hitting like crack for me. And ultimately, we do the show to ask the questions we want to ask and get answers from people we want answers from.
We got to go see Lilo and Stitch a second time now. Come on, fellas. We're saving Hollywood.
I'm not seeing Lilo and Stitch a first time, to be
clear.
Why not? Because it's a baby movie.
Nah, bro. It holds a mirror up to society. You scared?
I think they changed.
You scared because it's about
saving the planet?
Indigenous islanders?
Isn't it isn't the message about global warming and shit?
I have no idea.
Well, you seemed like you were familiar with the source material.
I just know it's about in Hawaii.
No, I've never seen the original because I'm not a baby, and I'm not seeing the remake because still not a baby. Not in terms of my cinema intake. Rated R only.
Well, we do care about Ohana.
Is that not Lilo or Stitch?
That means family in Hawaiian. You fucking haole.
Chee-hoo.
Some of us haven't watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall in a minute.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
did you?
I watched a little bit of it in Jamaica.
Oh yeah, to get in the kind of island mindset.
Oh yeah, that's right. The staff aren't my friends.
I mean, shit, maybe.
Two cocktail guy.
Oh, yeah?
Two rum guy.
Was that who you were? The two rum guy?
No,
Oh,
I was
okay.
not drinking two Malibu coconut nips at breakfast.
Oh, happens in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Have you not seen this movie?
Not recently, no. I just know the obvious
I actually thought it was a funny little detail in that movie, how he's like, oh yeah, like he tries to like dap up and befriend the waiter, the server.
Mhm.
And he's like, do you think I just get some pineapple juice and some rum? And the guy's like, I got you, bro. Yo, and I snuck you an extra one. Don't worry, secret safe with me. Cocktail guy.
Okay.
And then he sees him later at a party on the beach, and he's like, oh, bro, remember me? I'm cocktail guy. He's like, shut the fuck up. And just dumps him out.
The staff is not your friends.
He's like, this ain't the breakfast buffet, motherfucker. Howly ass bitch.
Yeah. Okay. That movie takes place in Hawaii,
Mason Ho going crazy, brother.
and you were in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Just trying to.
But similar dynamics between
No,
like
for
guests
sure.
and staff where, yeah.
for
You know
sure,
what I mean?
actual people that
Yo,
live.
shout out AJ at the Rock House Hotel in Negril, Jamaica. He's the fucking man. He put me onto a lot of good music. But
Like what?
shout out AJ.
Like we need some outro shit.
Skang.
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 What is that?
Bro, it's fucking hard.
Okay, well, I'll put it down. I don't know. I mean, I'll have to defer to you. I've never.
Skang. The Bug.
The Bug.
The Bug is fire. Yeah.
The Bug is fire. That's a great
First
title.
Class. Flo Dan.
Okay. All right.
But anyway, yeah, wrapping up on John C. Reilly. Great dude. A little perplexed, I think, with like what a podcast is.
Okay, ask you a question
Yeah.
because I need your perception on this. Some people were leaving some comments that I saw that made me a little self-conscious. Was I like laughing and making like fun of him or laughing at him for the things that he's sincere about and loves? I didn't get that. I didn't think I was doing that, but if people perceive it, then maybe it happened. I don't know. The clown stuff to me was funny, even if but like I don't think I was being rude
Maybe it's
necessarily.
people that are hearing your laugh the first time.
Maybe.
Should I do an impression of your laugh? No.
Yeah, I mean, you already did an impression of me complaining
You're
about
going to
movies.
save Hollywood.
Yeah, so why don't you? What's my laugh like? Should be good.
Fuck. I don't know if I can do it.
I just did it.
No. You have a laugh for guests.
Really? I code switch?
Are you kidding me?
I'm code switching for JCR?
That's kind of your laugh.
That's a little maniacal, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Looking like Pepe's Joker tattoo on the bicep.
All right.
All right. Shout out John C. Reilly.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
back
yeah.
anytime, brother.
You're always
or
welcome.
your hot sons are welcome too.
Mhm.
Okay, Lawrence, let's get into something that popped off, I think on Tuesday last week. It's funny how like we record on Mondays. Sometimes shit just feels really old, even though it's like less than a week old. But
right.
tennis, go streetwear.
Yeah. This was it's an interesting time. And when we were pre-proing last week and we were talking about, how fire both French Open finals were, Roland Garros. I forgot. My apologies to all the fucking
Respect the brand.
to all the true strokers out there. Like that happened. And obviously, I guess we're in season, right? Like you could play tennis all year round, but I'm just saying like right now, tennis is
Well, right now we're in
at the fore.
grass season.
Right. But when's the off season? I guess is my question.
After the US Open.
Right. So it's tennis is a summer sport in terms of the pro schedules. I guess
Warm
I'm
weather
saying.
sport, yeah.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be
Because in Australia,
Mhm.
Australian Open is during the winter.
Right, because the toilets flush backwards there.
Or the fall. I don't know.
either way. Yeah, real strokers unite. No, it's just like it seems like now would be the time that you would, because it is summer and it's a warm weather sport, you would see all these announcements. But because like the Supreme Yonex thing, you already knew about that. You were familiar, right?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, really?
You briefly mentioned it. You're like, yeah, apparently that's like their next collaborator. I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
And then when I actually saw it, and then immediately saw Kith X Wilson,
That's
tennis specific.
right.
I was
That's the
like,
interesting
oh,
thing.
fuck. Now this is like such a thing. Although Kith Wilson, this is the third time they've collaborated.
Right.
This might be the first time they've used AI slop as the marketing. I don't know.
I saw that.
Where there's a sentient racket asking for quiet, please, from the audience.
Yeah.
In various settings where you want quiet, such as, I don't know, cooking up beats in the stew for Flo Dan and fucking Skang and the other guy I mentioned.
Mm-hmm. First class?
Oh, the Bug.
Oh, the Bug. Oh, the Bug is a guy.
Yeah, the Bug is a guy.
Oh, I thought Skang is a guy and a song who did a song called The Bug, which was fine.
He did a song with the Bug.
Yeah. Him and the Bug collab. Yeah. Okay. All right.
And look, this is true of any hobby, subculture, whatever the fuck, right? When big brands come in and start to like mine your passion, your hobby, typically you're going to feel a type of way, right? You feel like it's being gentrified. It's being, I don't know, watered down, kind of given, watered down for the masses, made more accessible, which can be good.
I was going to say,
but the natural reaction is to be like, oh, fuck.
It sounds like you're taking the twist of ass glass is half empty, because like the more people that discover the joy of playing tennis as someone who, I mean, I guess it hurts court time to some degree, but isn't that like, I don't know, I guess it just, it depends on your mindset, but I would think that there could be a silver lining there for someone who loves the sport.
Well, I've made like friends via tennis, and it is cool to see like a lot of people that maybe I knew in a different context. They also independently got into tennis, and now you can like reconnect with them. So that's like a great, thing of any hobby or activity, right? Whether that's like fucking fishing, surfing, any sport, fucking backgammon, day trading, I don't know, going to war in the Middle East, enlisting with your boys, attending a gay sex orgy in the bomb shelter in Tel Aviv.
Hell yeah. I'll see you there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But these are but you don't want to reconnect or connect with any streetwear guys getting into tennis. Honestly, let's be real.
Look,
no.
Last year was Challengers. It was Loewe X On, which was like running, tennis, activewear, whatever.
Yeah.
It was
and an ongoing collab.
A lot of Roger, Uniqlo, which is also an ongoing thing. But I think Challengers was Paige Lorenz, Taylor Fritz's girlfriend, who's a big influencer. Her brand Dairy Boy. She, sporting rich, going to the fucking moon. The tennis girly country club quiet money aesthetic, which peaked last year, I think really resulted in record crowds at the US Open.
Oh, for sure. Disney World. Dude.
Which, it being America, it was just like milked and encouraged to no end to maximize attendance, profits, everything.
Milked like a dairy girl, you might say.
Milked like a fucking dairy girl. It was like a milk wench. It really was. It was record crowds. And like, I was there with a few homies on like day one. We were there on day one, and it was like, yo, this is legit kind of crazy. Like, you cannot move. You cannot go on any line for any beverage, food, bathroom.
No.
If you get a seat, like you can't bounce around the outer courts like you used to be able
anymore.
to.
No, yeah.
A lot of that is now, people can like just traction on their phone very easily and be like, oh shit, fifth set tie break,
right.
Court 17, let's head out there. So you kind of like have to counter program against like what is going on. Challengers, the huge cultural force that made tennis a fucking thing. So
movie of the year.
No, but so for that to like have happened last year. And then court lines to get on the court in New York at the public courts were fucking crazy.
Like, was there any public stats on that? Seen. Oh, you're just speaking anecdotally, like it was brutal.
Yeah, like literally just people lined up to wait.
Right,
people were waiting like hours to get 1 hour of court time.
Wait, here's an interesting thing. You mentioned the country club girly aesthetic, which along with the old money aesthetic, and then like prep coming back and all that. Obviously, that's all going to kind of like kind of coalesce together and like obviously buoy that kind of style of clothing. Is this streetwear guy who like maybe now is going to do like the male version? Is that like the counterpart? Like, is that chick's boyfriend, you think?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of streetwear to ex sport pipelines, golf,
skateboarding.
Huge. Well, not really.
That's like the first one that originally comes to mind in terms of like.
You think people that got into streetwear, they got into skating?
Maybe
like actually skating.
Maybe?
No fucking way. Maybe in like 1994.
Yes, I just meant originally.
Yeah. But like the OGs of streetwear are now super into golf, super into running, super into cycling. Apparently, a lot of the Supreme like older heads
they all
like,
get sober.
Well, they all get sober. Apparently, a lot of the Supreme like older dudes are all huge cyclists.
Yeah.
I think they've done some cycling stuff.
Yeah, and they definitely have. And then while they haven't, I don't think done golf stuff off top. That's like the big thing. That's another thing. Like a lot of older skaters get into golf because it's a lot of like that repetition. And,
Lev from Palace.
Yeah, amongst many others.
Golfsman, John Buscemi.
Shout out Lev, friend of the show.
Yeah. My fucking brothers at Malbon. But now I am seeing there are a lot of guys in like formerly streetwear guys that are now into tennis. Vincent from Dime. Huge fucking stroker. We hit in when I was in Montreal there last summer.
See, nice.
He's nasty, bro.
Yeah,
He's so good. I got stung by him. He does have home court advantage though, because he's a tennis court. Like he's a local tennis court where there's some overgrowth there, and I was playing near like a big ass bush, and I felt like a fucking knife went into my ass. I got stung by some sort of like wasp.
Damn.
And he definitely was like, "Oh, you could take that side."
You're good.
He knew where the wasps were.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, there's a lineup right by the nest, dude.
Sung Choi, remember him from PNB Nation and Clay Sneakers?
Yeah, I remember that.
He is a big tennis guy. I mean, Noah Johnson, fucking at EIC of High Society, right?
Patient Zero for sure.
Is that streetwear? Sure.
High Snobiety? I think so.
Is that streetwear core?
I think. I don't know. We'll wait for the confirmation on Instagram.com.
Yeah.
A little gallery lead.
Kyle from Brain Dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a whole fucking Simon from Trebien. Yoakum from Our Legacy.
Right. Well,
all these guys are tennis guys.
Wait, so you use Yonex rackets, right?
I have a Yonex because it was free, because the homie Mike was I don't really know what the deal is, involved with Yonex USA.
Mm-hmm.
So he made sure that I got hooked up with a bunch of rackets, most of which I gave away to other homies, but I kept one. The E-Zone 100, which is what Supreme is collabing on.
So if you pulled up to the court and your opponent had the Yonex Supreme, what's going through your head?
About to bagel this motherfucker.
I'm about to smoke this.
About to bagel this motherfucker.
I mean, they're selling a fully... Well, all right. First question is... the guy who buys that, is that going on the fucking wall or is that going in the fucking tennis bag?
Oh, it's going on the fucking wall.
Right.
Bro.
And then I'm assuming the racket itself is like the model exactly to a T. Like you can hit with it, right? Like it's supposed to be like almost all
it just
Supreme
has
accessories.
A Supreme graphic on it, and it comes in a black and a red.
Right. So So when you
and it comes in a carrying case, which I'm trying to find a picture of that, but I can't find it.
I wonder if I don't think it's gonna make I think it definitely makes Yonex now the cool tennis brand, because they get the cosign.
Yonex is the cool tennis brand. It's made in Japan. They're kind of low key. They have fire graphics, and they're like an OG. They have good players that hit with Yonex. Not that really fucking matters, at least not to me. So it's not surprising that they went I couldn't see Supreme head.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because Wilson's already fucking accounted for with Kith.
Yeah, Supreme Bob-a-lot or whatever.
So you think that the Kith Wilson stuff is actually going to be more represented on the court because it's I'm imagining a full apparel line? No, versus the Supreme Yonex racket, which again is going to go next to a skate deck.
I would be very surprised if anyone that plays tennis purchases this stuff to play tennis with.
You're missing one person.
Who's that?
Gian will be hitting with the Supreme Yonex racket 100%. I believe he was on Instagram being like, yo, I hit with this racket. I need this.
I wonder if Ronald plays tennis. He strikes me more as a pickleball guy. It's not anti-Semitism. I'm just saying. He's I'm pretty sure he's a pickleball guy.
A kosher pickleball guy.
Okay.
I could say that.
Dill pickleball.
but
half sour pickleball.
But whereas Supreme, and this is why Supreme is Supreme, and maybe you could say arguably then Kith, is that every time Supreme makes an accessory, whether it's a tennis racket or a fucking knife or an espresso machine or whatever, it's meant to be used, right? It's a fully functional thing.
Bro, I mean, I'm sure that the Kith...
It's court ready versus the Kith Wilson stuff. There's got to be some more lifestyle stuff. It's not all dry fit tennis apparel, right?
Well...
And that's what they do. They go for the hobbyist, the kind of, I don't want to say poser, but you know what I mean, versus Supreme, regardless of who's buying it, its intentionality when it's made is to be used.
Yeah, and I think that they do. It looks like they are doing 4 different Wilson rackets, which Wilson does have a huge fan base for its rackets. Federer was a Wilson guy.
Right.
People love the Blade and the Pro Staff, which are included in this collaboration. And rackets are easy, right? It's hey, here's the blank racket, fucking spray paint whatever branding or whatever you want on it.
It's the tennis version of a skate deck. Honestly.
Exactly.
Straight up.
It is. I will say this about Kith. This is the 3rd time doing it, so you can't say that they're the first one was in 2021.
They've been doing
You can't say that they glommed onto this recent moment that tennis is having with like quiet luxury challengers, etc. And I do respect, and because it released in 2021, you know that shit has been in the works since like 2019,
right
before tennis also exploded during COVID, which when I got back into it. So, you know, maybe I'm a fucking poser. Ronnie, I gentrified Ronnie shit, bro.
Yeah, it's a scale thing, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Here's what I do really like and have to respect that Kith is doing as part of the collaboration of the past 3 times, including this time. They go and they refurbish some fucked up courts that need maintenance that are in typically underserved, marginalized areas. They did one out in Queens. They did one, I think they did one outside of Paris in like a poor neighborhood. And they're doing this one in like Birmingham, which is, you know, fucked up.
Oh, in the UK, not Alabama.
In the UK.
Okay. Are they okay, when they do that, which is great, we love refurbishing courts that need TLC for all, you know, the aspiring tennis players out there. Do they then slap a Kith logo on that court?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so the court,
like, hey, you enjoying this? Yeah, let them know. Now you know.
Yeah, now you know who fucking did this shit. We let them know who runs Birmingham.
Yeah.
But like, it becomes then a marketing tool.
Of course, but like, come on. It's marketing.
It's not out of the goodness of their heart.
It's a marketing tool that is ultimately going towards like a greater good.
Sure.
It's kind of like, you know, selling shorts where all proceeds go to a good cause.
Absolutely. You got to pick and choose your battles. We're just happy that the work is being done.
But I will say this, in their marketing, which people were shitting on, which was a teacup made out of a tennis ball. One, AI slop.
Yep.
Like so clearly just like terribly done. 2, I don't know. Looks like they might have swagger jack from Nicole McLaughlin, who did something extremely similar, but actually did it with a real tennis ball a few years prior.
Yeah,
I guess I can't divulge our conversation, but I was like,
oh, okay.
LMAO, the fuck, and she was like, yeah, the fuck.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm shout out Nicole, friend of the show, I would feel some type of way because she's somebody that, like, again, you can hire the real maker versus like, you know, killing the environment to have a computer fucking spit it out. Yeah. And then obviously have people be like, this is straight up AI slop. Yeah. Like you just clock it a mile away.
The OG shit though is a Prince graphic for the then French Open, which is a
croissant.
Tennis ball croissant.
Now, they drew that? That's art, or was that rendered?
Was like graphic art. Yeah,
okay.
That was fucking,
yeah. That's like a classic.
How do they make art before computers? How do they make graphic design before computers? Pencils?
By hand, dude. By hand, I guess. I see that fucking ad all the time. I mean, like,
it's a Zood board fucking
regurgitation.
Plague, yeah.
Yeah, just like, you know, oh, great. Can't wait to see all these pics of JFK Jr. I wonder if he played tennis, actually. But it's like that shit. It's like, we seen it. Find some new fucking Zoods, folks. Do the work. Like Ronnie on the court.
Pickleball court.
Refurbish your Zoods.
Yeah, bro. The Kith collabsman has got to be the hardest working man or woman in fashion.
Is it not Ronnie, you think?
I don't think so.
You don't think he's sending that email to set the fucking meeting up?
I mean, I think there's got to be. Well,
there's got to be. There sure is a head of partnerships. 100%.
I'm sure he's like, yo, what if we collab with Wilson? And then somebody goes and makes it happen.
Right.
He's not emailing info@wilson.com. Hey, who does your collabs, or like search on LinkedIn?
Yeah. Because Ralph is the official sponsor of the US Open, does that, you think, eliminate the opportunity for any other apparel brands to like get a presence there? Because I feel like Kith would be chomping at the bit to have, you know, a presence at the US Open. That seems like it's in Queens. It's Ronnie. Like,
yo, does ALD have the Arthur Ashe Stadium in its fucking thing?
No, I think it's just the what's the Unisphere,
which is right outside there.
Which is there. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what was the question? Oh, Ralph has, it's like how Lacoste has US Open. French Open. Ralph is at Wimbledon.
Roland Garros.
Ralph, Wimbledon. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That was a big deal a few years ago when they were like, oh shit, Ralph is like
dressing the ball boys.
Dressing the ball boys, dressing the umpires, official apparel sponsor. Obviously the players were their own shit.
Yeah, of course.
Kith player.
I mean, it's not. Think about what Coco is doing with New Balance and Miu Miu. It seems like there's gonna be somebody, like, it's gonna happen.
But Wilson makes dog shit shoes, and that's like the main thing.
Yeah. Is there a shoe in this collab? It's just rackets and apparel. Like, what even is in the drop? All I saw was the AI slop, and then I completely kept it pushing naturally. I didn't dig in.
I don't know. All I've seen is a bunch of fucking rackets ask for quiet, please, in a library, in like a professor hall.
Right. Which honestly doesn't really, when you actually like break it down, it doesn't really make sense. Why would the tennis racket be in a library?
All right. It's looking like there will be off court, some button down, some Oxford button downs.
See, that's where when you
some signature kit silhouettes upgrade with Wilson inspired palettes.
And I guess that's like again, that is what Miu Miu is doing, right? They're giving Coco the press conference kind of steez or like the
that's
off the court stuff.
It's like,
no, I know, but
Carlos and Sinner had like the Nike rugbies,
right? But like in terms of, I guess there's always going to be
there's on court stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm more curious about, because then that begs the question: who is going to take a check to fucking wear Kith on court? That seems like a fucking
wouldn't be Kyrgios.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he is a big streetwear guy. I guarantee if you Google Kyrgios Kith, he's worn it for sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a cable knit cardigan. There's a pleated tennis skirt. There's a crew neck. This is cream and green. It's Sporty and Rich.
This is Sporty and Rich, dude.
Who, if anyone remembers, was the creative director of Kith Women's.
Yeah, that's right. Emily was the first ever.
2 years,
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. There's a Kith. Look at this fucking bag. It's like a massage table. It's huge.
Yeah. This is yeah, I mean, you gotta love tennis and or Wilson to wear the kind of off court lifestyle stuff. That's not. Or you think it's cool and you don't actually care about tennis at all. It's got to be one or the other.
Yeah,
it's a horseshoe theory without a doubt.
Yeah,
I'll pass.
Yeah,
I'll put a racket on my wall before I wear a tennis varsity jacket. Personally. Tennis themed.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's I don't know, tennis going full streetwear.
We're back, baby.
But you know what? Maybe this is like I'm choosing to see the Topo Chico twist of ass glass half full. Maybe this is like the final death knell for tennis.
So it could be over
for like the two biggest streetwear brands in the world to be like, hey, we're doing a tennis thing.
Right
now, it's got to be a little like passe for a lot of people.
Well, now that both these huge monoliths in this genre, which I know doesn't have as much juice as it did a couple years ago, like now that that's done, it's like if you do it now, you're like very late. So maybe a break is coming.
They're going to move on to deep sea fishing. They're going to move on to sailing. They're going to move on to
Kith and ALD already did the sailing shit.
They're going to move on to F1.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Like driving.
Absolutely. I think you're right about fishing is like, when is the Guy Harvey Kith coming? Like that's got to be.
Supreme did South to West 8.
Yeah, but that's like I mean, honestly, most people that wear South to West 8 are not fishermen, right? If we're being totally frank.
Kith X Salt Life. That'd go hard.
I feel like Guy Harvey has like that amazing archive of art that could easily be replicated for any streetwear brand.
Yo, if anyone wants some fire t-shirts, just look up Guy Harvey shirts on eBay and you get like anything for $6.
I know, dude. I mean,
they're great. I love them.
It's an unlimited resource because it's like a thing that,
and they look good. They weren't done by AI or computers.
Yeah, I think
hand-drawn fish.
Yeah, truly. And I think like that's one of the few things that we can totally agree on. We both fucking love Guy Harvey, and it's weird that like it hasn't already become a thing. Which maybe it's good. Maybe it's cool that there is like this thing, the subculture, deep sea fishing in this case, that like is not going to be fucking tapped and exploited by streetwear or fashion.
Well, I think new Guy Harvey kind of has like Under Armour, Peter Millar vibes, where it's like performance wear for like fat dads.
PFG also has some of that stuff where it's like, on the boat, off the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the boardroom to the boat. Title.
Speaking of from the boardroom to the bok choy.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about Gazebo, bro.
Oh, dude. Well, I'm really sad. I mean, obviously, I'm happy that you got to go to Jamaica and have a wonderful time. But yeah.
Thanks.
What? No, I'm being totally sincere.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say I'm sad you didn't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm happy you got to do that. I'm sad that you couldn't join me at Gazebo. So Eddie Huang, as you know, if you listen to the pod, him and his wife, with air quotes, they're back in New York, and Eddie.
They're married.
No, remember the whole thing was the parents never mailed in the marriage license.
Oh,
his partner. So anyway, Natasha, they're back in New York, and they have partnered up with the flower shop to have, I guess for all intents and purposes, like basically a pop-up restaurant called Gazebo. And I think that at this point, Eddie has done so much in his career, which we covered on the show, obviously writing, TV shows, movies, narrative and documentaries. He's fucking on Substack, he's podcasting, but like, I think he's a guy that you and I met where he was like a chef first and foremost. And I don't want to speak for him, but that's always like the way that I will see him. And I mean this completely sincerely and complimentary, as like the kind of like the essence and purest form of like the Eddie Huang brand is like, this guy can get busy in the fucking kitchen, but he hasn't done it in a long time. I mean, at least since Bauhaus is probably the last time, right? I don't forget if there was something in between or that we covered on the pod or whatever.
Well, he was doing like he would do like corporate pop-ups.
Right.
But
it's something that where like a civilian could come, like experience his cooking. And I legitimately was, and again, I'm not a gourmand, but I was like legitimately blown away with the kind of like.
What's the menu looking like?
Well, I'll tell you everything. So first and foremost, the booking to get this reservation was like very funny. Eddie was nice enough to reach out to me, you, and Alex Hartman of No Lead a Dirtbag to see if we could get like a little boys dinner going. And obviously everyone's schedules was a bit crazy. And also just sidebar, Eddie legitimately thinks that Hartman's name was Alex Braverman, which is hilarious to me because it's Hartman. So I could see how he did it, but like he thought he was a braver man, but he really just has a lot of heart, man. Like I can see how he messed that up, but he legitimately thought his name was Alex Braverman, which is insane. But obviously Eddie had a lot on his mind. But anyway, the booking was kind of crazy. Eddie was nice enough to obviously, like I said, reach out and
was like, because it was like the hottest ticket in town.
Yeah, I think like, well, that was for Wednesday. I think was like basically opening night. When I was there was a lot of friends and family, so I think he was like hitting up, the homies to get a first crack,
soft launch.
Yeah, and because
stress test.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely, I don't think it's an easy res to get. I know they're doing it through the summer, and I don't want to bury the lead here. I highly fucking recommend it. And I think that anyone who's a fan of Eddie or a fan of just good food in New York, especially like new food, you want to get in there while the getting is good. But when you dropped out, then it was like me and Hartman were going to put together like a little boys dinner, maybe invite like some mutuals like Jacob or whoever. Hartman then got his schedules confused and thought it was Tuesday and not Wednesday, and he was like unavailable. So then I was told that I had like I had 6 seatings, or excuse me, 5 to fill, plus myself would be 6, and invited like a bunch of people, a nice little crew. Then I found out that there was some mistake and that it actually wasn't 6. It was only 2. So the person who got back to me first was Gian. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have date night with Gian.
Did anyone get back to you and you're like, and what do you say to them when
I had to cancel on 4 homies?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, which sucked because like my buddy Jules was gonna get the pass from his wife and come into town and do that.
Babe, Eddie's back at the flower shop.
I mean, I think it's funny. It wasn't, not that it should be a shot. It wasn't a hard sell for anyone to like just be like, yo, do you want to try out Eddie's new pop up?
By the way, you can get a reservation on Resi.
Okay.
Just at the flower shop.
Yeah, and I think it's going through the summer. I think they even have plans on the fall. And I know Eddie and Natasha have like grand designs of like where this could go, especially since like I think the reviews have been so great and the reception has been amazing. But anyway, so I canceled on 4 homies.
I think it might just be a few weekends over the summer, so get that reservation now.
Okay. Either way, just fucking Google it and definitely again pull up
Resi it
if you can. So then I show up for my date night with Gian for our 2-top, and was then
he wearing Kith Wilson?
No, I was not wearing any Kith Wilson.
No, him.
Oh no. Yeah, he had his Supreme Yonex in his tote. No, no one was in any tennis apparel. But when we showed up for our 2-top, we were then informed that actually we had a seating for 4.
Oh my God.
Which really sucked because of the way the menu operates, which is like, obviously it's like a tasting menu. And depending on how big your party is, you can order more entrees off of the list. So by fucking up our situation, like, and not knowing what was actually happening, we definitely missed out on a bunch of dishes. But I would like to shout out for anyone who's taking notes at home, what we got that was like next level. The Taiwanese turkey rice. Sounds simple. I don't know if anyone's tracking their macros out there, like your boy. Fucking phenomenal. A quesadilla with Iberico pork and cherry stone clams.
Ooh.
Basically high-end fusion stoner food that so like absolutely fucking cracked.
Can I just float this by you real quick?
Yeah.
I don't know if I said this before. Asian, and I don't know if this is just like the cycle of like, fashion culture, food. Asian fusion is 100% back.
I love eating it, so I hope you are absolutely correct.
You are the type of guy that love Asian fusion. ZZ's Club in Miami, major food group. Fucking, I talked about it.
Yep.
Best salad I've had in the last 15 years.
Right.
Kiko of in West Soho, fire food. Obviously this Eddie Huang going crazy with the clam and pancetta quesadilla. Is that what it was?
Iberico pork.
Iberico pork. That sounds gas.
It was incredible.
Sorry,
and that's kind of like. Oh, sorry. You keep.
No. I don't want to fuck up your flow too much because I want to hear more about this.
No, and then
but that's just an observation I've made where it's like, fuck. I'm trying to think where else I've seen Asian fusion, and I'm like, yeah, I'm but like done. Really? Oh, Ha's Snack Bar.
Yeah, one of the New York Times 100 best new restaurants.
Number 5.
Yeah,
Ha's Snack Bar is Vietnamese, which has a lot of French influence in its cuisine due to the colonial history, but they are like much more, I think, fusiony than you would get from like quote unquote regular Vietnamese,
which has the French influence. Yeah,
which already has that. But yeah,
Is this I know this is old hat, and I kind of get clowned by you when I bring it up. Is this like a Y2K kind of trendy like rollover because of how popular that shit was?
I think it's like 20, like late aughts, early 2010s.
Yeah. Moving on to the large plates, the entrees. Okay, the lion's head meatballs, guys. This is the best meatball I've ever had in my life.
Pause.
It's a blend, but definitely like I think pork forward, and then just in like an incredible like soy glaze with some greens, like just absolutely fucking mouth-watering.
This is soy glaze right here.
Wow, damn, he got my ass. That was good. Just fucking melt in your mouth, just incredible. And then we got a whole tail lobster toast, which also comes with then like a more lobster over rice.
Hainan claws over rice. Perhaps?
There you go. What's a Hainan claw? I didn't want to say because I don't know what it is.
I think Hainan is the technique of cooking it.
Yeah, that was absolutely fucking next level. Again, like it's just like I don't know if I would always kind of describe Eddie's kind of culinary work in the past like this, but it's just like it's just so simple and just so well thought out, and it's not complicated stuff. It's Brendan Babenzine was there. Babenzine, I can never remember. Brendan was there.
Yeah.
And with Jake Davis, old homie, who was in New York, and they were eating there with some people.
Another OG streetwear guy who's now super into running.
He literally was at his reservation where it looked like he was wearing like a full tennis kit. But he had tennis elbow, so I think he just dresses.
Wait, who is this? Brendan or Jake?
Jake Davis.
Oh, Jake is a tennis guy, but Brendan's a running guy.
Okay, yeah, right. Yeah. Both guys that are the streetwear to sport hobbyist pipeline. But they were joking about Brendan's palate and like how he would even said himself, like he eats normally like a child, but like this menu, I'm assuming still like was able to blow the socks off of someone who's not like an adventurous eater, which I'm not really either. I might have a better palate than Brendan, but it was just so simple, so good, just so well thought out. And it was just really was, again, to get sincere, to soy glaze, just like a joy to see Eddie like back in his element in a kitchen, fucking working the room.
Yeah.
Great crowd.
Was he able to like come out and like mingle with the crowd and like,
so there's seatings at 7 and 9, so in between he can kind of come out and check in on people and kind of get some knee-jerk reviews, which were in what I heard were as glowing as what I just said, but just like super happy for him. And again, like I couldn't recommend trying to get a res like more highly. It was that fire.
2010's back. Flower Shop.
I mean,
Eddie Huang.
Well, it is. It is the flower shop thing, and they record Canal Street Dreams there in the basement. They become friendly with the Australian gentleman who owns the flower shop. But I was joking with Gian that I hadn't been to the flower shop in maybe like 10 years to see like the lamest cool guy like DJ there, and I had no idea. And I think a lot of people don't even realize that there's a fully operational kitchen, and I didn't even know they had food there.
It's always been a restaurant.
I always thought it was the fucking that just downstairs. Like
just showed up for like the 2 to 4 a.m. shift.
Maybe I don't know about that late, but yeah, I never even.
It was a go-to first date spot for me
It's like American bar fare. It's kind of similar to maybe not as high of a level as Bernie's, but it's like a similar vibe where it's like maybe a cheap first date, but like still cool.
2010's back, baby.
I mean, listen, if this,
I'm not disparaging it. I'm just saying like that's,
and if this
flower shop, haven't heard that name in years.
Right. And if this is what it's going to result in, fucking all in.
2 seatings a night, looks like on Resi, you got to go to
7
their
or 9.
events section, and they got the 9th, the 10th, and 11th of July. And then after that, the 6th, 7th, and 8th of August. And then, I might go on September 11th. Never forget. On the 10th, 11th, and 12th of September, I might knock down a seafood tower or two on 9/11.
Got him.
Yeah.
So when I was
fucking delicious.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I can't wait for you to try it and review it yourself on the pod. As like I think a guy that probably has a more sophisticated handle on this stuff than myself.
Good food is good food.
That's true. And honestly, my final point. That's what I would say about this. Is fucking good shit. It's, I think,
Larry, restaurant critic. This is good shit.
It's good shit. It's affordable
Shit's fire.
and it's fun, dude. Shit is fucking
$80,
fire, dude.
$80 a head.
There you go.
3 courses.
Tap in. Oh, and they have a signature cocktail menu. I got the rum punch.
Damn, it's like me in Jamaica.
I was gonna say in solidarity with with me brother.
Okay.
And yeah, dude, it's just a fucking time. Yeah, for a date. For the boys, for the ladies, just pull up and have yourself a fucking evening.
All right, what should we talk about next? Paige and Sorbo's brand activation or my weekend in Jamaica?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're talking about Paige and Daphne. I think I want to hear how the event was because I've only been privy to some drama that's happening behind the scenes.
Okay, so Paige and Sorbo, our fucking Summer House queen, left the show, doing her own thing, popped up on Summer House for like 20 seconds. That was awesome. Just to get flown out to Fiji to like put in like 3 minutes.
Oh, popped up on Love Island.
What did I say?
You said Summer House.
Sorry, Love Island.
Because I was like, popped up on Summer House 20 minutes. Not wrong. She's not really. There's not much going on in the world of Paige. Well, besides her amazing breakup. Not amazing. Her unfortunate breakup. I don't know. I thought it was amazing. I hate Craig.
All right, so I got invited to her Daphne launch event as a +1 brand activation at WSA. So already I'm a little like, okay, that's like, not really. Maybe she's like making a play for like, the cool crowd with her sleepwear, boxers.
Free real estate, honestly.
Slips, negligees, pajamas. Shit you wear when you're flying and fucking Delta One to Gay Paris.
It's for girlies at their first job on their Zoom call.
It's for girlies on the go and it's for the girlies who rot. All right.
Okay.
All right. It's great.
The girlies who rot.
Seeing Paige in person, I think she was kind of nervous, but she killed it. She gave a little speech. She was crying. It was adorable. No one from Summer House in attendance. All right. I texted West. I said, yo, you going to be here? He said, nah, give my sister a kiss for me. I was like, no.
What? Did you even imagine you just like meet her and you give her?
I was like, hey, that's from West. Whatever. He's probably, partying on a boat, looking real trim, looking real good. Not trim like fucking like Playboy Cardi, like looking
not
like
twin
svelte.
trim, but yeah. Wait, why do you think that no one was there?
Because no one from Summer House was there.
Why do you think that no one was there? Why were they not?
Hold on. I'll get into it. I texted another recent friend from Summer House, friend of the pod, soon to be your friend, our boy Carl. He said, "Oh, didn't know what's happening."
Oh,
must have lost the invite. I was like, "Ooh." I said, "Don't worry, bro. It helps. I'm the only cis straight male here."
Why are you on the list?
As a +1. And I legit was the only heterosexual man there.
Good ratio.
That's hilarious that you would say that because that's exactly what Carl said.
Yes.
There's the laugh. And I legit was like, wow, man's and now my man's over here unironically saying ratio. What a fucking 2010 bat, bro.
I was gonna say, dude.
Soft misogyny bat.
Ratio recession indicator?
Stop it.
Ratio indicator?
I said, nah. Even if I was here on my not as a +1, I'd be in the corner, checking the weather app. But I was like, you're not wrong, but
So what was the crowd?
Girlies, bro.
Any gays?
Girlies and the gays, a few gays, like definitely some investor type looking motherfuckers. Maybe they're also straight. I don't know. Maybe that's like how they get pussy is like they like
this is the art guys are talking
about. They
about.
invest in like it girl brands and then they like get to go to the parties and shit.
Yeah, I own 1% in Daphne. It's like a fucking bio on Hinge.
Oh, I could definitely get you some pajamas. There's no product hanging on any racks.
Really?
Anymore. Yeah. So like a few girls, like I met the designer. We have a bunch of mutuals. And she was wearing it. And like, honestly, I was like, yo, the boxers look good. And the boxers, I don't remember this, but when you got your first pair of boxers from Our Legacy Workshop, you're like, yo, these are fire.
Not my first pair ever, but
I wish these had pockets on them. These had pockets on
shorts. They're just shorts, dude.
Little like kind of like patch cargo pockets on the front. So like, again,
okay,
girly
not functional.
like girly shit, but like
for a vape.
I was like, damn, I kind of want some Daphne. My queer baiting shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no summer house guest in attendance. I kept being like, is that Amanda? Is that Amanda? Is that Amanda? Like every girl looked like Amanda.
That's the most surprising omission, but I'm sure
she had a swimwear thing for Batula swimwear or whatever the shit is.
it's a collab, I think.
Okay.
Her swimwear collab. Yeah, I know what you're talking because it's been on the show. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she had another event that night.
The timing is interesting. I know it definitely is not beef or anything, but with her being like,
no, well,
I'm off the show, and then the party was like the next day or something.
100% is trying to like forge the post summer house identity.
Absolutely.
Right. And hopefully we can get into this because I met the publicist. He's like, oh, I hear you're a man in the room. I got to know. And I'm like,
oh, wow.
Hi, I'm James. What's up?
That's a cool fucking intro. I mean, she's just doing her job to butter you up. But that's nice to hear.
You fucking misogynist, you fucking homophobe.
the way that you just acted it out.
Yeah, because he was a gay man.
Okay, well.
You fucking homophobe.
Happy Pride.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, bro, let's fucking make it happen. He's like, absolutely. He didn't say it like that.
I'm sure he did not, to be clear.
And then sashayed away with his Cosmo.
Yeah.
The martinis were really good. Definitely trying to forge the post summer house identity. Again, I was the only hetero male guest there.
That's crazy.
Everyone else was like influencer girlies.
Mhm.
Like I was like, is that one fucking girl? And turns out it was not Cyndi Lauper's.
Cyndi Lauper?
No.
Cindy Crawford?
No, Cynthia Rowland. What's the fashion designer?
Cynthia Rowley?
Cynthia Rowley's daughter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who's on The Bachelor.
Really?
Kate Keenan.
Okay.
I was like, is that the fucking
Bachelor?
Is that the fucking bitch from The Bachelor? And the post said, absolutely.
And that's why no cishet straight men are invited.
Yeah. But hey, it was an interesting peek into
how the other half.
I mean, we've been theorizing about this for a minute, right? What is her plan after Summer House? It is seemingly, rising up the ranks of the Bravo Peacock world. Yeah. Bravo Peacock NBC. It's doing her own shit where it's Giggly Squad. Hannah was there.
Oh, I can't fucking stand her.
Oh, you don't think women are funny, huh?
No, not her. I'll tell you that. I do. No.
You know who's less funny than her is her, I don't know if they're still together, that Salt and Pepper fiance or husband of hers.
Yeah, I think they got married, right?
Oh, husband.
I was talking to Jenna about what she thinks is going to happen with Paige, because the Love Island cameo was interesting for two reasons. One was that cast, to me, it appeared as only if one person that is on Love Island recognized and knew who Paige was.
Bro, I'm sure they were prepped ahead of time. They're like, listen, you're on Peacock. This is Bravo. Mm-hmm. We are cross-pollinating. She's got some juice right now.
Right.
Maybe they didn't realize that she was, going to be post-Summer House, and that's why they fucking Apollo amateur night candy caned her off.
That was the other thing that was very bizarre, is why did she just disappear from the challenge that she was hosting?
Maybe she said racial slur like Ulyssa or Ulinda, whatever the fuck.
Ulyssa. Yeah, that was tough scene for her. That little fucking Latina pocket rocket who is forever in our hearts and minds. I loved her.
Ratio.
I thought she was great.
Yo, how's the ratio in Love Island this year, bro?
Jenna's theory is that she is convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that a Paige only vehicle will be coming because she's single, because she's now
She's not single.
We looked it up. It's she's seemingly single. She's like dating, but I don't think she's seeing anyone, unless I got bad intel from Google AI. The only thing that then is the question mark is, would it be like a Giggly Squad show? I can deal with Hannah being a friend of, but I don't think that I would. I mean, I would watch it, but I just don't think I could fucking stand a full double billing with Hannah Berner. Is that her name? As a lead on that show.
The burn on Hannah.
No, I'm not trying to murder a woman.
Ratio.
But yeah, I think it'll be curious to see where her TV career goes. Obviously now she's girl bossing, but
yeah.
Did you see any of the pajama drama that popped up on your favorite app, TikTok?
No,
or your second favorite app,
no,
TikTok?
I'm not on influencer snark TikTok. Tell me about it.
so this made its way to Reels eventually to me. I guess there is and listen, I think there's a lot of pajama brands, but there is a pajama brand that is
Derek Rose, baby.
Yeah, it is a shout out Pooh Bear. There is a young girly pajama brand that also leans extremely heavily, like almost verbatim, into like the same kind of brand identity that has existed for 2 years of like girly first job out of school. You need cute stuff to wear on your Zoom call, right?
How is that not the brand identity of any pajama brand?
Maybe. Anyway, so this woman, and I don't remember her brand and I don't know her name, but she said that she went to a Jenna Lyons pop-up a few years ago and gave her all like brand samples and her pitch deck and all of this stuff.
Well, and fucking stupid.
I guess looking for, I don't know if it's investment or just because obviously Jenna Lyons has a company where I think they do like, kind of invest and partner up with, people that are, trying to make it in the girl boss apparel space. Jenna Lyons' second in command is some gay guy who is now the.
Why do you say it like that?
Because if these accusations are true, he is an evil twink because this woman is connecting the dots. Kind of like fucking Pepe Silvio over here. But like, she's like, okay, this guy is like Jenna Lyons' right-hand man. They have all of my information, my brand identity, my pitch deck, whatever. That guy is now, per his Instagram and his fucking LinkedIn, he is the GM of Daphne. And it might seem, and this is a tale as old as time. This is the Urban Outfitters business model, honestly, straight up. But her claim after connecting these dots is that it's very possible that this promising pitch deck and brand identity made its way over to Paige, because it's not like Paige is like designing this stuff. She's the face of it. She's involved, but there's obviously like a team that is helping her kind of like build this out. And that guy is now running that team. And it just seems a little, it seems not like is a coincidence.
Listen,
who knows?
Here's what I'll say. If you're out here trying to hustle up the American dream, and handing out your pitch deck willy-nilly to any Tom, Dick, and Bob.
Jenna Lyons.
And Jenna that's in the fucking room. Don't be surprised. First of all, okay.
Damn, you're defending intellectual property theft.
If she was the inventor of Daphne, she'd have invented Daphne.
Okay, well done.
All right.
Damn, you know how to play. You really play to me, dude. Okay,
yeah,
all right. That's actually, honestly, you made a
case closed.
I'd like a little recognition from this board.
I'm sorry that my Daphne was at the cleaners.
Yeah, right. Who's to say? Who's to say what actually happened? It just seems a little suspicious. And ultimately, yeah, if you're just like a girly out here trying to make it, you could have a great idea. But like, what does it take for these things to pop off? It takes a fucking figurehead like a Paige DeSorbo. Just be real.
I mean, not necessarily. It takes a good product. It takes smart marketing. It takes a fucking, smooth e-com operation. I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying.
I'm Team Paige all the way.
Oh, so. And I am too. And obviously save the pajama drama for your mama. But I also saw some rumblings because Paige had to respond to this, that her like base, the giggly squad, some people are kind of like a little
the gigglers.
The gigglers are a little bit
hears.
They're a little taken aback at the price, the design, and while obviously it seems like a successful launch, I think.
God.
So I don't know. Maybe there was something that was like left to be desired.
Sounds like broke. Sounds like you're not girl bossing hard enough.
It sounds like you hopped up out of the bed but didn't turn your fucking swag on, ladies.
Exactly. I wish I had some Daphne for my weekend down in Jamaica, where I've
Jamaica.
It's amazing that that's your like one song reference.
Well,
I was out at this one party that the whole crew went to afterwards, but it was a mix of local Jamaicans and just like white howlies, and they played Welcome to Jamrock. The DJ's name, incredible name, Max Glazer.
Wow.
This man is incredible. So good at glazing, they called him Max Glazer.
I know, dude. Shout out Brad. Brad Glazer works at the Row. That's another one. That's a crazy.
No, but it's like maximum glazing.
Max, right. It's just a funny. It's a normal last name that only recently, because of parlance, has become pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, my name's fucking Lore Aura.
Lore
Aura. Lore. Lauren Aura.
Yeah, Mr. Aura was my father's
when
name.
they played that
Please call me
song,
Lo.
only all the Jamaicans are like, let's fucking.
Oh,
let's
yeah.
Go. Let's go to drink it all the way. It's like Jamaica.
Yeah, I mean, they're just celebrating local culture in their
Sure,
own way.
buddy. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, Damian Marley's, son of the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of GOAT, Rock House. Absolutely fucking goated. It's not going to be the most luxurious experience. It's not going to be the most like, I don't know, like pampered or like easy. The scruff is part of the charm. It feels timeless.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, you could be in 1982. You could
That's
be
cool.
in 2025. You could be Mick Jagger, who used to party there in the 70s. You could be, I don't know, like a fucking novelist. You're trying to bang out your latest masterpiece. You could be just some crazy kids in love. You could be there celebrating your boys' 40th anniversary on, this little blue marble. Yeah.
Is it the cool guy kind of antidote or
It's
equivalent to GoldenEye?
GoldenEye is newer. Definitely more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I think more like influencery.
Oh, it's like the Palm Heights of Jamaica, low key.
Maybe. I think there's a few other ones. I mean, now there's fucking Diplo's Mansion, which you can rent out on Airbnb. Yeah.
Word.
You might want to bring your own pajamas there.
The one that was in Arc Digest?
Yeah, the pajamas there might be a little crusty, man.
You can fold them in half, dude. They
Yeah.
can stand up on their own.
Crusty like a patty. Rock House, goated. If you're
Huge
there,
Rock House.
if you're there, make sure you get a meal in at Presley's Seafood Bar and Grill. My man's is, get the crab.
This is your guy. Does he remember you when you go?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick,
Yeah.
dude. That's tight.
He remembered me. He remembered Anoop. As partial payment, he took as a barter a Samsung phone.
Wait, why? Because someone had to go to an ATM or something?
Huh?
Like, what do you mean?
No, he was like calling us like weeks ahead, being like, "Yo, can you get me a Samsung phone?"
Oh, he needed a plug.
yeah, to get in touch with the family.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do they not have? Are Samsung like? Are they price gouging them in Jamaica? Can you not get them, or what's the?
I'm sure he wanted. I'm sure you can get like the fucking S2 Galaxy here easier than you can in Jamaica.
Okay, that's fair.
The coldest red stripe I've ever consumed
Ooh,
was from Presley's freezer.
I love that.
Start freezing your red stripes.
Oh yeah,
Start freezing them.
to get like
I'm going to show you a photo
that's
that's
like
going
a
to
beer slushy scenario.
not even. I'm going to show you a photo that's going to get you fucking hard, bro.
Did you bring your hat? Did you bring
No, I
your
did
red
not.
stripe?
I did not.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Who's the culture appropriator now? Oh my god, that shit is motherfucking frosty.
Look at that. There were red stripe hats in the airport that I was considering buying, but I was like, I already got one.
What do you mean? You need to go a whole rotation of red stripe hats. That'd be kind of sick, actually.
I mean, these are kind of this one. I like this one.
That's what you oh, that's a bottle cap, not an
No,
opener.
but the opener's on the underside, so you can just go. So you go like this. You don't have to go fucking upside down. You don't have to go vertical like I did.
right. Right, okay.
Another fun fact about the Montego Bay Airport: the only remaining Quiznos on Earth, I believe, is in the Montego Bay Airport.
You and I went to a Quiznos in. We got Quiznos somewhere when we were traveling. They're only in airports, I think now. Like the only. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, bro.
Did you tap in?
Yeah,
Hot sub.
honey mustard chicken, so crispy, crispier than Diplo's pajamas.
Honestly, dude, I hate Quiznos.
Fuck you. All I'll say about Rock House is, so it was a big group of us. I think at our peak, we were like 16, 17. DJ White Privilege made the journey, and we had a big group dinner where he was on the aux, and there was like a staff of like, I don't know, 6 dudes working it, like working the bar service, just making sure we're good. DJ White Privilege got on the aux and had these guys going fucking bonkers. He's like literally doing gun sounds and gun motions that I've never seen before. And because they couldn't help it, but how deep he was going, how he had like the new shit, the old shit, the classic shit. At one point, and I want to import this move back to the US. They poured out some Ray and Nephew, some overproof rum, lit it on fire, and they were just like going like this and like throwing it up in the sky and just kind of like slapping it. Like, I'll try to show you this video.
DJ White Privilege is in his heart of hearts a selector, right? Like he is spiritually a Jamaican DJ, right?
Yes.
That's like his whole thing.
Absolutely.
Does he have sound effects on like his fucking, did he like hit like a fucking, drum pad and like have like, air horns and fucking, do you have any sound effects going? Or is that not respectful? I'm watching for the slap. Oh,
can you see the slap? I don't know if this is the right video.
I saw the slap. Holy shit.
Slap it, slap it.
The shit looks dangerous, dude.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So nice. So dinner and a show.
Not even, bro. They were like legitimately. It's a very long. It's not. It's like on the cliff, so it's a very long property, but it's not like very deep. But like, and you're on the
Pause.
water. So yeah, pause. So the music carries, and legitimately people are like staff members from other parts of the hotel were coming like, yo, who's playing this music?
Oh, damn.
And like, it's that fucking Moonbaga man.
He's the what is it? Caucasoid Pied Piper of Negril, Jamaica.
I don't know about that. And they're like, yo, this is fucking gas. So
How happy was Jeremy?
best night of his life.
Yeah.
Best night of his life.
Had he ever played that kind of music to that kind of crowd before? Because I know that was
he's been, I mean, I think that not in a while, like he's been occupado with Moonbaga.
So like Eddie Huang, he was back on the sticks doing what God put him on this earth to do.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike.
Hell yeah.
Like riding a bike.
I'm happy.
You know what
I'm
else,
happy
like-
for you, Jeremy. That's sick.
You know what else like riding a bike? Israel provoking its neighboring territories and then playing victim. World War III has popped off. I was watching this unfold while, just sunbathing in paradise. And I couldn't even participate in No Kings because Jamaica has a king, Charles III. Salute my guy.
Everyone loves that guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Salute Charles III, the chillest king of all time.
I was gonna say, what's his vibe? Very chill.
I assume, I don't know. I mean, he's a king. To be the king of Jamaica, like that's the best fucking monarchic role you could have.
I thought it was
right?
DJ White privilege.
Nah, bro.
He came in and usurped, bro.
No, Charles III, salute to him and his, loyal subjects. What was it like being here? Did you protest? Did you fucking
No, but
scroll? Like, what were you doing when World War III happened?
I was basically just doing research because, like everyone else, I was like, why are Caitlyn Jenner and Quentin Tarantino in Israel? Do you know why both of them were there?
Tell me why.
Okay. Caitlyn Jenner is doing basically a Pride Month tour where she's getting walkthrough fees, right? So like she's there for Pride as like a VIP. And then Quentin Tarantino, who has an illustrious history of, I presume, respectfully dating black women while then also including the N-word in his scripts, apparently is married to an Israeli singer. And I had no idea. So during COVID, QT escaped Hollywood and is now since been posted up in Israel with that side of his family.
Is he a Zionist?
I mean,
is he pro like Israeli government?
I don't know. I was just basically doing the kind of just Jared surface level shit. Like, why are these motherfuckers here? So I don't want to speculate, but
they have 2 kids.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So he like lives there now, which is crazy to me considering I guess Quentin Tarantino can work remotely because he's QT, but like he doesn't need to be in Hollywood hustling scripts like the chick, with her pajama pitch deck. But like
he's learning Hebrew.
I mean, is he a Zionist? I don't want to fucking speculate, but I'm gonna say if I was a betting man, yeah, probably.
Is he a Zionist? Let's see. He calls himself Abba, which is Hebrew for father.
Okay.
His films are on hold.
Yeah, the whole thing. I mean, there's basically.
Okay, this is crazy.
Okay.
Apparently, it's Sundance in January 2025. He's postponing his final movie until Leo turns 6, so his children can understand and remember being part of it.
Cool.
The fuck is that?
It's an interesting choice. He's an older gentleman, so it's like
he boosted the IDF's morale after October 7th, 2023.
How did he do that?
By
the
visiting
pass?
them.
Gave him the N-word pass?
He took selfies and referred to the visits as bright moments during a dark time.
Okay.
He was confronted by crackhead Barney, who called him a Zionist piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I trust crackhead Barney's lead.
And like I think with QT, we're gonna separate the art from the artist. I mean, I think that final film is gonna be. There's no chance that shit is not a fucking smacker, and everyone is gonna see it regardless of his politics. So let's not try to get holier than thou on this podcast, and please don't do it at home either. That's my point.
So you're gonna continue watching Inglourious Bastards and Django and all that shit.
Honestly, dude, Inglourious Bastards might be like low key the most Zionist movie ever.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah. When you think about it. No, I mean, I'm not gonna stop.
Because it's anti-Nazi?
I don't know. Just
you be anti-Nazi and not a Zionist.
No, I know, but it does.
The Jew Bear.
I was gonna say, looking back, it feels like I don't want to get political. It feels a little bit like a Zionist pornography when you think about it in terms of
killing Nazis. That's anyone's pornography.
Not neo-Nazis. That's a tragedy.
Killing Nazis
I know,
is a good thing.
I was just trying to fucking connect one piece of fucking material to his current situation of being a
Wait,
guy
are you
who's
pro-Nazi?
no, dude.
Are you so anti-Zionist that you're pro-Nazi?
I'm anti-war, dude. Just generally speaking,
Sick.
Yeah. So that's why
even when they have the fucking whatever that TikTok song is as the background track.
What TikTok song?
You didn't see this video?
What?
It's a wedding in Lebanon.
Oh, the saxophone. Yes.
No, it's not the saxophone.
Oh, not
it's some
saxophone.
fucking TikTok like. It's like an old disco song that like got EDM remixed and is now like a TikTok song.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I
They'll
have.
hit reels next.
Yeah. No. I think I saw it
in World War IV. You'll see it.
I think I saw it on X.com. Either way, I think we're not trying to solve the crisis here. I'm not personally.
You're saying there's a solution? Jesus Christ, bro.
There's a final solution. No, that's terrible. I can't help myself sometimes, guys. Sorry. Sometimes I just do shit for me, You
want me to tell you about my new favorite TikTok guy?
Wait, what about
this mess?
No, I want to hear about the gay orgy bomb shelter just real quick.
Oh, what do you mean?
There's just a gay orgy in a bomb shelter? I mean, the gays are
you
welcome.
Didn't see this?
The gays are welcomed in Israel. No, I didn't see it.
There's mad gays in Tel Aviv.
Of course.
Right? From what I've heard,
Tel Aviv is gay as shit, dude.
It's a very cosmopolitan city.
Uh-huh.
It's like the Miami of Israel. Meaning
That's why
it's fucking terrible.
That's why Trump is so happy to fucking get involved.
Exactly. Dude. But I guess they are, Iran is like, haha, you have to like, shelter and bomb shelters. I hope you have good Wi-Fi down there. The Iran military on Twitter has been going fucking hammer.
Is it not too much? Is it not approaching Elon Musk territory in terms
It's a little like yo, relax.
That's what I'm saying.
Just tell people when to like shelter.
Yeah.
Like, tell them where like the food and water
we don't
is.
need to like, meme or troll it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Iran has become meme. And I don't know if this just like, gallows humor or like civil defiance or just, people living life in like scary times. There's this dude. He's like a gay man in Israel who's like
the bear Jew.
He is the bear Jew, more of an otter Jew, really. And I'm not going to do the voice because I don't even know it that well enough to like.
So it's an Israeli.
I think he's an American Israeli. He's like on like Tel Aviv's like gay muscle beach. Just a bunch of dudes like fucking oiled up and working out on the beach.
Hell yeah.
And like gay orgy tonight in the bomb shelter.
Do you think it was really
the Ayatollah doesn't want me to be sucking dick, but tonight at the gay orgy at the bomb shelter.
So whether or not he's doing that's the gallows humor, or if he's actually inviting people, we don't know. But that's what we're talking about.
Then there's a follow-up video in the bomb shelter.
Yeah, the orgy
where it's full of what appear to be gay men. They're not mid orgy yet.
Or did it happen?
I don't know. This as of pod recording time, I don't know if a dick has entered an ass.
Got it. Sucking and fucking has yet to commence, presumably.
Yeah. Maybe my head game's so strong they call it Iron Dome.
Yeah, basically.
Something like that.
For sure. For sure, bro.
So I don't know if they be fucking or not. I don't know if they're dead. I don't know if they're alive. I don't know if they're mid fuck, or if they even maybe it was just all for show. Maybe it's all crisis actors.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they weren't even in Israel. Maybe this is all AI. I don't know.
I mean, that's like there's idioms and things about this, but yeah, getting one last nut off at the end of the world. I mean,
war babies are a thing, right? So I'm sure that I guess. Well, I don't know what.
This is a tales of
not babies, but some
butt babies,
some war STDs or
just whether you're in a.
I'm sure STDs spike during war.
Whether you're in a gay orgy bomb shelter or just a normal orgy bomb shelter, if you could take away anything from this pod, it's to be safe and to use protection.
Yeah,
that's all.
Let me just look up what the latest is with gay orgy.
Get an update. Let's get an update in real time here on the fucking gay orgy bomb
as of
shelter.
4:05 p.m. on June 16th. So okay, 10 hours ago.
Oh wow.
Was there no orgiastic imagery yet?
So that shot had yet to be fired. That cum shot had not been fired yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
The Iron Dome is holding strong.
Okay, so there's still time to get into the to the gay orgy bomb shelter.
And tonight in our bomb shelter, we're organizing a gay sex party. He found a bomb shelter with air conditioning.
That's huge.
Very breathable, very comfortable.
What are these voices?
The Iron Dome will protect us, enjoying the power.
Also condoms, hopefully.
Raw, strong, Israeli manpower. Weakness.
This is great.
If you're afraid of strong men,
Is this great?
you better watch out for weak men. Or even worse, evil lesbian jihadi.
Okay, I never got that far.
Oh my Lord, dude. Oh, I mean,
Absolute.
I don't want to say what I want to say, so let's just move on. That is absurd.
Yeah, I think he's serious.
That to me reads as pretty sincere.
I think he's like funny. I think he's having fun. I think he's having a fun time in this whole crazy situation.
He's making the best of it.
Who among us wouldn't want our butt fucking to be supported by lesbian jihadis? You know,
supported.
Interrupted by. Is that what I meant?
Yeah.
What did I say?
If you said supported, I don't think he was like would come and join us.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think so. Let's move on, please.
Okay, let me tell you about my new favorite TikTok guy.
Okay.
All right. Ha ha! Come on.
Transition God.
It is wild, the staying power of that like Northern Englanders really have on social media. Like they're such a fascinating class / arguably separate race of human, like not even separate species.
Chill, bro.
Separate species. You know, whether they are like Scousers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Love Island season 1, season 2 is like fucking where I believe where this all really kicked off. Well, no, Green Street Hooligans.
They've existed prior to Love Island.
Yeah, for sure.
That show just put them on an island in front of the world.
That was my actually the Valley, which was I think Wales.
Okay.
And then Geordie Shore.
Right.
Geordie Shore was I think the bigger one that really exposed like the world to this culture within England. And I find the fact that like the geography in England is so diverse with like slang, food, aesthetics, everything, language, is really fascinating.
Absolutely.
And like,
especially because the country's so small.
Especially, yeah, because like you're in such close proximity to each other, but like you go 2 towns over and you can't understand what the fuck the fucking man's saying on. So my new favorite TikTok guy, definitely from the north, definitely one of these guys that is always, you know, maybe in his younger days was partying at Magaluf, which is an island in Spain.
Yeah.
Where like dudes go and like you see footage from the planes going over there and they're fucking getting after it.
Yeah.
And like a few weeks ago, I brought up this woman, Nicole, goes, Nina, warning.
Right.
The midget's out tonight, lads. This guy, I think he's like a more mature version of her where his veneers are fucking crazy. They glow in the dark like Ross and Friends. Starts every video with, ha ha, come on.
I like that. It's a signature move.
His place of choice to visit. Oh, sorry. Let me just find this guy real quick. Oh, Kit Keaton.
Oh, that's who the phone was listening to you, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me find 27J Kerr real quick. Get on him now, lads, because he only has a few thousand followers, but I think.
Oh, really? You're early.
Crazy viral. All right. Let me just scroll through a few just so you can hear the signature haha. That's like what really hooked me in.
This is the serviceable element that the pod offers.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Legs on arm. Yes.
I think we're gonna need more volume, but I think we also can catch the drift. When you showed me this guy, what's very striking is that if you were to just describe him and not show him to me, I would be like, we had a, hustlepreneur, grind set, manosphere, misogynist adjacent guy, similar to other Brits I've seen. I don't know where they're from, but I've seen in Ibiza doing like, what is that guy? Birds on the Radar and Lamborghinis.
This guy is not,
but he's not that.
He's not screaming ratio. He's not trying to crush puss. He's not like hustlepreneuring. He's just there having a great fucking
He's not
time.
selling a course.
No, he's like bigging up, he's like, ha ha, come on, lads. Last night at O Beach was fucking a crusher. Me and the lads. I mean, he's not like, he's just like, everyone was having a great time. The tunes were bumping. The birds were dancing. The fellas were having it. Ha, see you at El Row tonight, lads. Ha ha, come on.
He's more of like a Big John style guy.
But he's not,
but in terms of his
like
strong
crackers.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's just loving life out. And what's hilarious is that he's in Ibiza. The way that he pronounces it, the TikTok auto captions just cannot, like, it's a different spelling every time. He pronounces
does not compute.
We're in Ibiza. He's like having a coffee down at the marina, down in another lovely Sunday out in Ibiza. Hit the arms, hit the legs. Got to hit O Beach tonight. The hair's flowing. His fits are typically like Alexander Wang ass looking sneakers, like some short shorts, like a black tee, maybe with a curved hem, and the Go Yard crossbody.
Oh, you gotta have the Go Yard crossbody for sure. Bro. You gotta keep your drugs somewhere. Is this guy an expat or is he just there for the summer? Do you know?
I mean, he's been there for a fucking minute now. And now because I love him and because I've been talking about him because I just scroll through shit, I just get like chavs out in Ibiza. But and a lot of them are like have like nefarious energy
and trying to break through as influencers.
They're like, oh yeah, which one of us how many times can we smell a key in a minute? Or trying to break through as influencers or just like have like, they're out there to crush pussy. There's this other guy that's like, oh, I'm married now. I'm on the north side of Ibiza. Who knew that I could have olives? And, I used to be up 7 nights straight out of Ibiza. Now I'm having olives and a spitz with the missus. What, mate? In fucking love or something?
Why do you love these guys so much?
I don't know.
What is it about it? Because like you're not like a party animal. You're not a ratio guy.
Well, I don't really like the guys that are like nefarious. Like, yeah.
What do you mean a guy like this? What's the appeal? His teeth?
Well, it's interesting because I think that he is starting to catch some momentum. And so even like seeing like impersonators and people kind of like, he's like stitching people that are impersonating him. So it's interesting to see the route of his trajectory and catching him at this moment where, again, 6,000 followers. I guarantee in a week he'll be at like 200,000.
So you're talking, so for you, it's kind of like it's a social experiment, but also like that part of you that's like buying in early, like if he's a stock. But
yeah, but it's like seeing him like, oh shit, this is my catchphrase. Ha 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 ha. Come on, let's get it, lads.
How old is this guy? If you had to guess,
anywhere between like 19 and 49.
he's definitely not 19.
And like, I don't know.
He reads as 42.
I have no desire to go to Ibiza.
Yeah.
So it's kind of this like but it is this like weird, like they're speaking English, I think, so it's like familiar, but exotic at the same time. They're Brits, bro. Like they're our fucking cousins, in a lot of ways.
Our fucked up inbred cousins.
Exactly.
In a huge chompers. Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, again, Love Island USA is on right now. It's fire. We love it. But if you want like a true
it's
brain fuck, go watch Love Island OG UK season 1, season 2. It is like peering into a bizarro funhouse mirror of like American fuckboy culture. This is that like to the fucking maximum.
To the T, man.
Max Glazer.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my new favorite TikTok guy.
All right.
27 J. Kerr. Give him a look.
What a guy. I mean, listen, I get the appeal. I don't know if I would be smashing the follow button, but
I don't follow him.
You don't?
Fitz doesn't follow anybody.
No. Oh, I'm saying, don't you have a personal TikTok?
No, I don't.
Oh, so you are just playing fucking God with the Throwing Fits algorithm.
We don't like anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't want to inform. That's why I don't like anything on IG barely. I don't want to inform the algo, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to get bent over and railed pure.
Like you were at the fucking gay orgy bomb shelter.
Take me, Zuck.
Okay. That's 27 J.
If you had railed me in the ass, you would have railed me in the ass. All right, you want to talk Bieber crash out?
Yeah, I have to amend what I said like a month ago when
he's not on drugs.
Which I think I was just like, whether or not he's on drugs, it's like, oh, it's cool to see a celebrity just like not what now seems like schizo posting was like, or schizoid posting, whatever. Like at the time kind of just seemed like, here's a guy, despite being one of the most famous person alive, is just like doing him and kind of like, people are unfairly getting on his case. I think I need to amend that. There is something going on. And I feel like crash out isn't even like the right verbiage. And I'm like, yo, is this guy going to blow up his life, his marriage, his kid's life? Like, or what is happening here?
Or is this just marketing for new music on the way?
Or Skylark.
Or is this a fucking crazy crash out, meth-induced behavior that is going to result in the most fire tunes or the most fire Johns we've seen since Bieber's prime Is it too late to say I'm sorry? 2016.
Right. Well, I will say the music, I think, especially like, when everyone heard the What the Hell He remix, like I think people want like gangster Bieber in the booth. In terms of Skylark being fire, it's just fake ripoff Yeezy. It's not like there's a Technicolor Yeezy. For me, there's zero appeal in that. What was it called? Dust. Remember the dust fits, like that dirtbag dust fit kind of aesthetic. So I could care less about that. Though I would be curious to see like what the price point is going to be, and if it does kind of pop off and get popular, and people wear those slides or whatever, like they did with Yeezy. Like
I was like,
said.
bro, just release the hoodies. Like,
yeah, I think that
it's it so long, people are losing interest. Just drop the hoodies.
I think that I don't think it's marketing, and whether or not like, so this reads as meth behavior to you. You're like, this guy's on meth.
That's the rumor.
Wow.
Meth.
He's seen how many keys he can sniff in a minute. What those keys are being dipped into, who's to say? Yeah, that's but yeah, dude, I was completely wrong. I was like on my leave Bieber alone. Let this man just use Instagram however he wants, or like a normal person. Like just he uses Instagram like my mom uses Instagram, which is just like posting all the time.
You weren't clocking that he was standing on business.
Just yeah, exactly. Just I really was not clocking it, and I did not know he was standing.
I wonder
on
if
business.
if wifey's selling her shit for a billy. Not that she gets a billy, but if that, contributed to, he seems like he has kind of like a old fashioned stance on like men being the breadwinner.
For sure.
That's kind of like fucked with his masculinity and security and insecurities.
He's pissed. He's like Bieber is just existing as like he's the
angriest Canadian I've ever seen.
Yeah, right. He's just existing on social to like let 250 million people know how angry he is.
Bieber mad.
And
you don't want to see Bieber mad.
It's crazy because he seemingly had a great Father's Day with the little fucking rose gold APZ, as he said, and then
I thought he said Father's Day sucks ass or something.
Well, but not well. He got his gifts and he was happy. You got the AP, you got the iced out little APZ, the 2 fucking Prada backpacks, but then immediately was then pissed off and then, broke up with one of his friends, called the pussy over IG, put the text out there. It's crazy. I do follow him though. I say, regardless of what's happening, it made me follow him.
Oh, nice.
So I'm locked in. So maybe we can continue our Bieber report to kind of keep up with this. I hope the music's good at the very least.
Well, clock in next week because I want to hear what the week was in Bieber, and I'll tell you what the week was in 27 J Kerr. Hopefully he has, maybe he'll have as many followers as Bieber at that point.
That would be fucking incredible, dude. They should collab, bro.
And maybe someone will find love in the gay orgy bomb shelter. And maybe, DJ, maybe I'll have poured out some overproof rum and lit it on fire and slapped it. Maybe Paige DeSorbo's Daphne will have entered, the Fitties running for brand of the year.
And maybe Quentin Tarantino can make a movie about all of this.
Maybe someone will have their thoughts on Gazebo and let them go. And maybe tennis going streetwear. I'm just recapping the whole episode.
No, I know that.
Maybe tennis going streetwear. Maybe I'll change my mind. And wait, I don't know if I hate it or love it yet. Maybe John C. Reilly will crash out on his socials.
And also, all that aside, we can report that Caitlyn Jenner is safe via Jordan. So shout out to her. Hope the walkthrough money was worth it. And 2010s are back,
bro. Israel should fucking let her drink her red wine, put her in a vehicle, and let her drunk drive to Iran and take out the fucking Cuds, bro.
I mean, honestly, you know what? I feel like she should join the IDF and just get behind the
wheel of a fucking tank.
Yeah, honestly, dude. I mean, that's I don't think that's necessarily like a new joke.
Remix Fury.
Dude. Fucking Twisted Metal starring Caitlyn Jenner, dude. After a couple bottles of the good stuff.
Yeah, she knows how to kill. All right, this has been another episode of the only podcast that matters. Jeff, take us out.